my name's Connor Steele and I'm a beneficiary of Eve Merton's. I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia at the age of 14. I'm currently 27 now and I'm in remission. And the Eve Trust granted me a dream come true to meet the Manchester United team at Carrington in Manchester. I watched them train and met all the players through a dream day set up by Martin and the team.
Brilliant. As well as being a member of this year's United Legend team, like you said, you're also being a beneficiary of the Eve Merton Dreams Trust. Could you please tell us the story about how that led you to here?
Yeah, so basically we got in contact with Eve Trust. We met Martin and I explained what my dream was. Obviously my dream was to meet the Manchester United team. At first they thought it was mission impossible. They tried, they struggled. And they actually come to my house with a signed Di Maria shirt. Wow. Di Maria were playing at the time and obviously he's a massive player.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely loved him. A few weeks later they got back in touch and said that they managed to sort it and that I'd meet the Man United team. I was absolutely over the moon. It were a real dream come true. They put me up in the brand new Hotel Football, which were built by obviously the class of '92, and the next day I went to Carrington. I can remember just driving through door and I started getting some goosebumps. I saw Wayne Rooney there, Ryan Giggs were there, you know, Marouane Fellaini, Ashley Young. There were some big players there, and I was literally stood 10 yards away from them, and my mum and dad both went with me. And I literally just froze. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. They were just walking past me. They just high-fiving. It was literally dreamland. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and all this came after obviously you had began your fight with against cancer. So could you tell us a little bit about how that came about and how you're doing now, basically? Yeah.
So in 2013, I was struggling a lot with a bit of back pain. My mum kept taking me to doctors. And the doctor kept saying that we had growing pains. That it was a really intense pain, and it had me reduced to tears quite often.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This rolled over from 2013 to 2014, where
take your time, yeah. That's okay. Take your time.
When in the start we went back again, and they said the same thing.
Yeah.
In August 2014, my mum took me to the doctors and demanded some blood tests.
Yeah.
And then before we even got home, which was only a 10-minute walk, my mum had about 6 missed calls from Sheffield Hospital. Wow. Saying it was really urgent and I needed to go in. And we went in, and they told me then that I had an ALL, and it was acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which was a blood type of cancer. A year later I went into remission. Yeah. I had lots of lumbar punctures and bone marrow. I was constantly having operation after operation. A year later I went into remission, and about a month later I relapsed.
Okay.
Yeah. I relapsed and I had to have a total body irradiation, which basically destroyed everything on the inside of my body.
Wow.
And made me prone to getting diseases again.
Yeah.
I needed a bone marrow transplant, and that was donated by my younger brother.
Yeah.
Who will be coming to Legends game as well.
Good.
It was a really tough time.
No, I can imagine, yeah.
I spent up to 30 days in an isolated room.
Yeah.
While I was letting the stems merge together and create a small immune system for myself. After that, you know, I got to come home.
Yeah.
And start rebuilding my life.
Yeah. I mean, it's really impressive, you know, your fight and everything like that. And during that period of your life, obviously you were granted this dream request by the charity, and what exactly was that request like? How did you put this forward, shall I say?
How did it affect me?
So like when you put the dream forward, what prompted you to do that essentially?
We were recommended by my younger nephew, Fraser. He was going through neuroblastoma at the same time as me.
Okay.
So even though we live over the road from each other, we were both in the same ward at the same time.
Wow.
Fighting cancer. He's actually done a fundraiser for this event to put on my total and raise £415 walking all the way to Doncaster, which is absolutely fantastic for what he went through as well.
Yeah.
They recommended Eve Trust, and my mum got in contact through them. We got in contact to Martin through them, and they were straight out to see me, and they were straight out, and we built up a good relationship with Martin and the team. We're constantly talking.
Yeah, brilliant. And like you said, as a result, you went to the training ground and met some of the players. And how was that experience being made a reality changed your life going on?
It was unreal.
Yeah.
Even at the time, it just made me forget about everything. I was going through me and my family were going through such a tough time.
Yeah.
And that dream just gave me. It was 2 or 3 days where. I didn't have cancer. I wasn't affected. I were living my best life. It was something that I couldn't do by myself. That I couldn't do. They've done it for me, and for them 2 or 3 days, I was just kind of watching Man United. I didn't have cancer. I wasn't ill. I wasn't poorly. It just allowed me to forget about everything. It was such a powerful moment. It was such a powerful gift.
Yeah, it's an absolutely amazing gift. And now, 10 years on Saturday, May 31st, you'll be walking out and sharing the pitch with some of the Man United legends. Just how excited are you, and what are you looking forward to the most about it?
Unreal. I'm really looking forward to meeting Ryan Giggs. He were at Carrington, and we've got a photo together from when I were ill. And as soon as I found out that it was announced, I text Cherie, who's one of the event organisers, and I said, we need a before and after photo. I need a new photo of him now that I'm all better. And I just can't wait to meet him again.
That would be brilliant.
It'd be absolutely amazing.
And is there anybody else you're looking forward to sharing the picture with as well? Or?
I'm always looking forward to sharing a picture with some Donny lads. I've played in this game before, I've played on Donny's team, and I've connected with some of them outside of football, so I'm looking forward to bumping into them guys again as always. John O'Shea, Wes Brown, Darren Gibson, all the lot of them really. I can't wait to meet them all. I've watched them all playing as I'm growing up. So, but yeah, just as important for me. I can't wait to bump into some Donny lads again, because I've shared a pitch with them, and I've got photos with them before. So it'd be nice to catch up with them too.
So have you got deep ties then with like Doncaster then from all of this?
Yeah, to be honest, I follow my own club anyway, so I come and watch Rovers all the time. I'm not a season ticket holder, but me and my brother who give me bone marrow transplant, our Alex, we're regulars here, so we're great that we're going back into League One. We've absolutely loved it. We've been loads of times this season. So yeah, strong with them. I'm just hoping that James Coppinger wants to come forward and play. If he wants to see this, and then
well, if he sees this,
he might come forward.
And then, so for those who might not know already, so why is it so important for people to get their tickets for this game, and how that money will go towards helping others like yourself?
Saturday 31st of May, Man United legends, Donny Rovers legends, right on Doncaster's doorstep. There's big international players. It's massive to come and get your tickets, not just for the football, to help somebody like me. Somebody out there in Doncaster is really struggling right now. They need support, and doing this and donating to this fantastic charity will support these people. It will help them. It does comfort them. I know firsthand, and other people will do too.